Here's the third interview with my mother, Cyrla Goldsheider, the Jewish Bundist from Warsaw. And I think this is around 1996. Let's begin now.
Was?
So we're speaking Yiddish now, and so my mother was saying, it's a telephone.
Okay. De heet jetzt, wie es da dran? Ja. Okay, hand is the
So I said to her, it's difficult to translate Yiddish sometimes, but I'm giving a date here.
24th in July 1996.
1996, the 24th of July.
Okay, mijn nacht een interview.
Okay, and now we're going to start the interview.
If die meinst, die guy sterben, die meinst, die guy
I'm saying in Yiddish, if you thought that you were going to die,
sterben, ja? Okay.
so she said, yes, I thought that I was going to die, that I didn't have the strength.
But in 5 Jahren gehst du sterben, ja? Hebben ze zo.
But in about 5 years, you're going to be dying. Something like that.
10 Jahren?
Finish leben wie das Leben. Wir sind halt gestorben. Aber ich bin noch wohl weiter.
So she was saying, 10 years, but she's saying that she doesn't like living like this, because she's in pain.
So, ja, auf die Gehöre.
Einmal hat sie gegessen, die Schwierigkeit.
And she said that after eating it was a difficult time.
Ja, maar die guy is nog leven bisschen Zeit, ja? So that.
So then I said to her, but you're going to be living for quite a while, no? Aren't you?
Die etwas mit dir. Die meisten nicht, die andere Menschen hatten Schmerzen noch.
So I said, but, to have pains, is not that important. I mean, everybody has pains, don't they?
En ze leven nog. En met de leven darf man tien etwas.
And then I said, but, we keep on living, and when we live, we have to do something with our lives.
Ja.
She says, yeah.
Hey, was, du bist gut nicht hier mit dem Leben?
What? You don't want to do anything with your life? Just saying, I went to a workshop and I knitted a little bit. She actually knitted me a blanket. Yeah, I still have it.
Dit knick. Okay, good. Okay, maar ich will reden von dem Dit noch. Wie war...
Yes, and then I was saying that I want to talk, and she was talking about, the various workshop techniques, that she had begun.
Menschen, die hatten gelebt, die sind gehagelt von Hitler.
Now we're going to talk about, the people who were killed by Hitler.
Und andere weiß nicht die Menschen.
And others don't know who these people are.
Die Menschen sind du in deinem Kopf.
These people's memory is in your head.
Und kein anderer weiß nicht, wer die Menschen sind gewesen.
And nobody else knows who these people were.
Ich darf wissen, Sally darf wissen, wer...
I need to know. My son Sally wants to know.
Wenn die Menschen, da schon gegeben, die Nummer von den Menschen, wie sie hatten gewohnt, wo sie hatten gearbeitet.
The names of the people, where they lived, what work they did. And we continue now. This is working.
Wat ich will jetzt wissen, wieso die Menschen sind gewesen? Wieso es hat mich gerettet?
What I want to know is how these people were, what they were like, what they said,
Wie schein sie sind gewesen?
how beautiful they were,
Was sie gewesen sehr flüssig?
what was their politics,
Was hat gedenkt?
what they were thinking, what they thought.
Wer ist gewesen die Menschen?
Who were these people?
Okay. Wer ist gewesen Maya Goldsheider? Ich will wissen, Maya Goldsheider. Ist der
I want to know about Meyer Goldscheider.
wichtige Mensch. Was ich
Maya
will wissen.
Goldseider,
He was a worthwhile person.
das ist a cousin.
Nein, die ist gesagt, es ist seine Brüder. Deine
And she was saying, oh, yes, my cousin. I said, no, I mean, Meyer, your brother.
Brüder.
Maya Goldseider, ja.
Oh, yes, Meyer Goldscheider. Oh, yes.
Ja, ja.
Yes, yes.
Is das Kopf?
Ja,
Ja, das ist Maya Goldseider, ja.
ja.
Yeah, this is Meyer Goldscheider. Yeah.
Hat gegeben Weg zu Saratven.
He gave you a way to save yourself.
Hat gegeben de Wege rausgegangen von Polen. Ja?
He gave you the directions on how to escape from Poland, didn't he?
Ja, en
Okay. Ja, gut.
Yes, yes.
Wissen von ihm.
Yes, I want to know about him.
Verstehst?
ja.
Do
Okay.
you understand? She says yes.
Wieso hat gegeben Wege rausgegangen? Hat geschickt jemand was er gehabt Mess?
How did he tell you how to get out of Poland? Did he send you a messenger?
Was er gegeben sein Adress?
Ja, Weizfeld, ja.
Wieso geschrieben? In Jiddisch?
So how did he pass you the messages? Were they in Yiddish? And she was saying, I can't remember.
Okay.
And she says, yeah, yeah.
Was hat geschrieben auf das?
Geschrieben,
And he wrote that you should know
auf der Weg auf den Saarischen, weil Hitler alle Sachen,
that you have to get out of Warsaw because Hitler is coming to kill you.
und das ist ja wichtig.
You have to think about this, and it's very important.
Menschen auch so sagen.
There's a lot of people who are leaving, getting out,
Es hat nicht wahr, das auch ihn.
Mhm.
and you shouldn't wait very long.
Okay. En wie hat gesagt, ist gewesen? Wie soll hat gesagt, die kannst du rausgehen?
And how did he tell you to get out? You know, what did he say to give you directions on how to get out?
Vor mit der Sanne Hawaii, was war hier.
Die hat gesagt,
He said, with some of your friends, 2 or 3, you know, you go together.
ganz alleine mit den zwei anderen, drei anderen?
Ja,
So you should leave with 2 or 3 others? And she says, yes.
Aha.
ja.
Du bist nicht gegangen allein?
You didn't go by yourself?
Nein, du bist gegangen mit die anderen.
No, you went with the others, huh?
Ah.
Yeah, with others, yes.
Wer sind gewesen?
Ich habe gesagt, Zitat, also, Hawaii, Zitat, verschiedene.
Ja. Wenn die bist eben gegangen,
Lawyer, others.
Ik reed is met kinderen niet met ik heb een vrije sorry op haar voeten, you know, met tweeën.
ja.
Het is uitgebreid gehad. Het is al gegaan met het zo wichtig dat er is op die vier.
Difficult to translate. But they went along the ways and they drove or went with a train or something like that?
Sana polnische.
Bus hat abgestimmt.
Lieber wird das ein besser See,
Ja.
a Poch hier.
Covered.
Ja.
Oh, they were driven by a Polish driver in a car, and they were covered in a blanket or something like that.
Ja. En was ist wichtig, das ich verstehe nicht.
And I'm saying, what is important about this? I don't understand.
Nog verloren.
Oh, das gewinnt eine Sache.
She's saying, I went with friends, and I had a baggage, that was packed away.
Ja. Ja. So, die beginnen met 2, 3 andere. En wenn es gekommen der Zeit, eben gehen zu Russland dort.
So you went with 2 or 3 others, and then you made your way, to cross over the frontier into Russia, yes? And she says yes. Just like that,
Und wie ist erst gegangen? Das geworden? In der Wald.
And I asked, so how did you go? Like what way did you go? And I said, did you go through a forest? And she says, yeah.
It's a feast. Mit allein oder mit der anderen?
And I said, by foot and by yourself or with others?
Gegangen, kaşırak ist das halt.
Nicht ganz.
Auch gegangen mit noch zwei Schwestern.
And she said that she went with others, yes, and with her sister one time. Actually, she came back to the Warsaw Ghetto and went out again, escaped again, with her younger sister, Chava.
Nein, das gewinnt der Zeit, die bist zurückgekommen und das genannt die Schwester zurück mit dir. Und der erste Mal.
Yes, so the second time you came back and you went out again with your sister, yes?
Mit wem hast du gegangen?
Mit meinem Bruder Meier.
And the first time, with whom did you go out? And she replies, with my brother Meyer.
Sonnenfreund.
Mit Seefreund, yeah. Wer sind gewesen die?
And I went out with my brother Meyer with his friends. And so I asked, who are these friends?
Right. What's the number?
And she said that they were, workers. And I said, what were their names?
Okay.
And she said, that I don't remember.
Wer sind sie gewesen? Sind sie gewesen politische?
So I said, and what were they? Were they politicals? She said, not so much,
Sind sie gewesen Bundisten?
I asked, were they Bundists? Jewish Bundists, Jewish Bundist movement was the Jewish anti-fascist movement, socialist movement that was anti-Zionist as well. They were, dedicated to fighting against fascism in their countries of residence, in their Dorkite, not running away and not giving up on defeating fascism.
Sure. That is so.
Yeah.
So she said, maybe they were Bundists, but they were ordinary people, like that time, the whole working class, was Jewish Bundist, so, everybody just assumed, and it wasn't something, a matter of distinction, it was just sort of natural, to be a socialist. It was sort of obvious, to say the least.
Taxiden sind sie nicht gewesen.
Okay. Sitzach soll ich bedarfst.
So she was moving around. So I said, like, sit yourself as you wish, get comfortable.
Mach schräg. Yeah.
So I said, sit back.
Sorry.
That way, yes.
Okay. Yeah, this is best.
Yes, that's better.
Okay. And Maya, was arbeitet in Poland? Is it?
And Meyer, your brother, what work did he do in Poland?
Gelernte?
Was he an educated person?
Wat ik gestudeerd.
What did he study?
je weet naar Cyrla.
Oh, he was a tailor.
Zie ze je handboek, bijvoorbeeld. De nood van ze gewoon.
Precies.
He worked on clothing. Schoege means clothing.
In a store?
Ja, een grote store.
He worked in a big store.
Is het aan een store?
Nice.
Was it his store?
Ik denk dat de hoofd dat nou was schelen. En de nood van wat
No, he just worked in a big store. He gave things out.
Van zijn netwerk. Zilver en golden.
Aha. Het is gemaakt of het is verkauft? Oh, het is gemaakt.
So I said, what was he working at? Did he make clothing or did he sell clothing? And she said, oh, he worked in a factory.
Oh.
I said, yes, he made clothing.
Het is gewoon in de union. Het is gewoon in de arbeidsorganisatie.
So he was in a union? He was in a workers' organization?
En was had ik gered? Was politics had ik gehad?
So I said, what would he talk about? What kind of politics did he have?
Ja.
Saturday he went to the shul as well,
Is hij gegaan to de meetingen? Had hij gemaakt meetingen?
So I asked, did he go to any meetings? Did he make any meetings?
Is hij gegaan to meetingen?
Did he go out to meetings? Not a lot. He went out to the theater.
It's on a girl.
He went to different things. So this was, typical, like Jewish Bundist member, not, somebody who's very involved in the apparatus, regular working class member of the Jewish Bund. Okay.
Friends?
Yeah, I'm in a son. She's got a voice.
Zingen?
I think
Yes, but he went out with his friends. One of them was a singer. He had a voice.
Ja, was ik ineens zien hem.
Sarah.
What was their name?
Sarah.
Sarah was.
Sarah was her name, a singer.
Music and in a choir.
Ja.
She sang in a choir.
Was ik ineens een laatste nummer.
What was her last name?
Sarah.
So I can't remember her family name.
Ja. Nee.
Zijn nog eens een beetje. Ze eigenlijk wezen van. Ze willen ze hebben kunnen, maar ze schijnt. Je chemie support of van mijn geval, dat Weizfeld hier schuldig is je chemie support. Als ik zo gewoon man in magneticals.
Starting to get into a sort of diversion of story of somebody came riding up and somebody who had been divorced or something like that.
Dochter wat de Grenets? Wat is de Grenets?
Grenets is
the frontier?
Yeah.
The border? Is hij toen de Rusland?
Yeah. So
I was trying to make out, what she was talking about. She was saying that they would go to a Granitz. I think a Granitz is actually a bakery, or a mill, where flour is made. Hmm. So perhaps she's referring to another friend, who was working in such a milling operation.
En Maya, en welke politics had hij gered? Hij had gehad Freund, was er een communisten?
So Meyer, what kind of politics did he have, and what kind of friends did he have? Did he have any communist friends?
Bissel.
Ein bisschen.
A little.
Aber was ist er nicht gedenken Kommunist? Hat nicht gedacht, das stalinistische Politik?
And why wasn't he a communist? Did he not like the Stalinist politics?
No.
No.
Ja. Ah.
Wat ze vragen, dat zijn
Ja.
He's referring to one of his friends, was a good communist, and he was imprisoned.
Anders ze daarvoor, ze helemaal
De trial?
de wildnis, de libraries, de lawyers.
Ja. Trial. Ja. Dus is het Session, deine Schwester?
Nein, mijn schwester begrijpt.
So she's saying that the lawyers were taking care of them. And then I said, was your sister Chava or Tsesha, was she arrested? And she replied, no.
Oh ja. Nog het Session.
Het had een sprekende dochter.
Now she's talking about a cousin. Yeah. Her father's brother's daughter.
Maar vroeger, je bent Johnson, bij haar zo.
Johnson was.
Johnson is al een keer op een buildings.
Oh ja.
She's saying that he was a foreman or the manager of a building.
En deine Bruders
Tochter
is gewesen communist.
Yeah.
So your father's brother's daughter was a communist.
Dus gemeint is niet meer religieus?
Does that mean that she wasn't religious?
Ze is niet gewesen religieus.
She wasn't religious then.
No.
Dan
No.
Bruders zij gewesen religieus?
This one.
And your father's brother, was he religious? And she said, yeah, a little.
En zijn dochter is gewesen communist.
Yeah.
Die is
And his daughter was a communist.
gewist?
denk ik heb hier gearbeitet. Ik zou allemaal met z'n kinderen. Ik ben nog van maag, timer.
Oh, strike.
Nee.
So she said that where I worked, she would come to visit me sometimes. And I said, are you referring to a strike? And she said, no.
Mag zeggen,
Oh, shit. Was ik gewesen sie noemen?
Jail.
Aha. En was gewesen sie noemen?
Cyrla.
Cyrla was.
Goldsheider.
Oh.
Cyrla Goldseider, her cousin, she's saying that she was in prison.
Cyrla. Aha. En dus geschehen ze sie.
And so what happened to her?
Die is gebleven dort?
Did she stay there? No.
Oh ja. Nog de Krieg?
So she's saying that no, she got out of the prison and then she escaped and went into Russia.
Oh, sie ist gegangen zu Russland auch.
Oh, so she went to Russia as well.
Wie hat sie gemeint, noch in den Krieg?
Zeker voor ons zeker.
And where did she go after the war? Where did she go to live after the war? And she replied, she went back.
Oh, ja.
Hassan got to Rusland. Hassan got to Rusland.
So she saved herself in Russia.
Bizim takat aynı kaldı.
Maya, ben had ik gered dan?
She was the only daughter. Now I'm asking about Meyer.
Een Russische politiek?
Samen.
Had hij al gered van zaken als de Bund of de Trotsky?
So did Meyer ever talk about Russian politics or about the Bund or about Trotsky?
Hier, de hebben ze zo, Stalin.
Anything like that, you know, about Stalin?
Wat die hebben die zaken?
Wat je creëert als er een nieuwe fascisme is.
Oh, he talked about theater, about fascism.
But dus hadden mensen gemeint van Rusland en Stalin. So,
And what did the people think about Russia and Stalin?
gemeint dat Stalin zijn Michigan of de Oost?
Did they think that Stalin was a crazy guy? Or what?
Okay, man.
No, she's saying that she's tired.
Dank je wel zo. A trial.
Yeah.
Dat was gedaan de Rus hadden ze aangenomen.
Huh?
Dat was
Oh, you're okay on the luggage.
ja, but was dat
So there was a trial and there were lawyers. And I said, so what was the charge? Not sure who she's talking about, but I think she's talking about the cousin, the communist.
was hadden ze gemaakt? Het was gedaan de charge.
As is a communist.
Dus alles.
The charge was that she was a communist. That's it. You know, that's all.
So, ze hadden zich geraakt, ze zijn communisten?
So she didn't have a right to be a communist?
No.
No. You know, like, no.
Ze gemeent illegale politiek.
Yeah.
There was, you know, no equality in politics.
En Seske, deine Schwester, sie ist gewesen in Meeting gehad?
And Sasha, your sister, did she go to meetings as well?
Ja.
Yeah.
My sister, Chava. Chava is the name.
Bissel.
Een beetje, ze is
A little. Going to meetings, that is.
geen meeting, ja. Ik denk dat ik gezegd.
Ja.
Welke meetingen is ze geweest met?
And to which meetings did she go to?
Bundist,
Bundist,
Zionistische, Communistische,
Zionist, Communist,
denk ik.
Leftist.
Ja.
So she doesn't answer. Probably there's no information along those lines. And she was saying that she, you know, packed up and prepared to leave.
Wie oud is ze geweest dat ze gegaan met die uit Rusland?
And how old was your sister when you took her to Russia? And when you escaped, you know, from the Warsaw Ghetto?
Oh, ja. Ja, je gaat niet knikken. Je voelt best meer. Je voelt best meer.
So she's saying that she's had enough, and I'm replying, "Oh, I want to know more. I want to know more."
Nee, je kan niet zeggen. Ik ga het redden met Morris Friedman.
So she's saying, you know, we can talk when you come back. And I was saying, not today, because I'm going to meet, Dr. Morris Friedman, the head of neurology, high school friend.
Aha. Ja. Was noch kennst du Musik von Maya Friedman? Welche Sorte Mensch ist gewesen? Ist gewesen, welch
So what more can you tell me about Meyer Goldscheider? What sort of a person was he?
Bücher geleint? Noch theatische
What books did he read?
Sachen, also wie das, literarische Bücher,
Actually,
verschiedene, ja.
Verschiedene. Various books, like everything.
Aha. Okay, wer noch ist gewesen interessant für mich zu wissen bin?
And who else is interesting, for me to know about?
Okay. Sitz, wenn nicht mehr. Okay, out.
Too tired to talk, Okay, so don't speak anymore, it's okay. Okay, that's the third tape. Okay. Lend this now and continue with the fourth. This is Dr. Abraheim Weizfeld speaking here from Montreal, Quebec, on the 26th day of April in the year 2025.